So hi, welcome back to another video, and today honestly I'm super stoked because today is literally one of my favorite things ever, which is baking at midnight plus a get to know me, which thank you to Avantika for giving me the suggestion because I never would have come up with it and I would still be debating what I'm going to be doing tonight. So we are baking at midnight with the get to know me. So what are we baking? I honestly came up with it like half an hour back. I decided that we are making cupcakes. Yay! So originally I wanted to do something intricate, something difficult, a challenging recipe if you will, and maybe French because I have been obsessed with those lately. But then it's midnight. It's literally, I don't know if you can see this, but it's 12:27 in the morning. Yeah, you definitely can't see that, but it's 12:27 in the morning, and yeah, I don't think my brain can comprehend a tough recipe right now, so we're gonna stick to what we know and we're gonna make cupcakes, which was supposed to be a surprise reveal within the video, but I'm pretty sure my thumbnail is gonna end up being cupcakes. So, and we're making chocolate cupcakes, so that's definitely going to be amazing. And I'm actually sending these up to a friend, so I'm also going to be decorating these, trying to make them look as aesthetic and as pretty as possible. So actually feel kind of bad that I'm not doing a tough recipe, so the decoration is kind of like a compensation if you will. So we're going to be making chocolate cupcakes with buttercream frosting, and might I add, none of this is boxed. I'm making everything from scratch at midnight because I love torturing myself. You're not here to let me just talk and talk, so that part of the video will happen in the Q&A. So let's get baking. So the recipe that I'm going to be following is by Tasty. I'll have the link to the recipe in the description box in case you want to follow the same thing. And I've got it right here. There's so much glare you can't even see my screen, but this apparently will make 24 cupcakes. I'm really hoping that's true. So now I think 24 is a little much. Let's tone it down. So if I want to half this, then I'd probably have to double the flour. And what's the double of a quarter? And well, do I want to half that? You know what, I'm gonna eyeball this. Let's just see how it goes and hopefully it's not a mess. So I'm gonna start. To start, I need a bowl. Let me get my bowl. So I have my bowl. Big accomplishment. It says that I need to sift my dry ingredients and separate out the wet ones in another bowl. So I need another bowl. Hold on. I honestly never get why you need to separate the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients because it's all going in the same place. Like, how is that logical? But I guess we're being professionals and that's what they do. So we're separating it out. So the flours first. It says 1.5 cup. So in that goes sugar. What the heck? Okay, I'm pretty sure sugar is supposed to be sugar. This is literally grains. This is not powder. Is that right? Well, it was all granules, so now I had to sift it.
Two hours later.
Well, I'm finally done sifting that. Hours later. Now the next thing is baking powder, baking soda, and salt. So let's add that. I forgot about cocoa powder, which is like the main thing in making chocolate cupcakes. So cocoa powder, in that goes. Different bowl because wet ingredients can't be added to the same one. So there's a bit of a dilemma. I was supposed to have eggs and butter at room temperature, which I did not do because I did not read this recipe until half an hour ago. Well, 1 hour ago now, because I've been filming for half more hour. So, you know, it's 1 a.m. and I'm tired, so I'm just gonna add in cold. Pro tip, do not do that if you're trying to be perfect, because if these do not come out right now, you know why. Now you add the wet to the dry. And I mean, this is what I mean, it's all going in the same place eventually, so why not just add it directly? Is anybody else getting my point? Anyone? Now we whisk this giant mess. It looks so gross, and it's so hard to stir because I really should have used a bigger bowl than this, and it's just gonna take forever. I don't even know what to say. So, to put it simply, there's another dilemma. The batter is just too runny, and I honestly don't know what went wrong because I tried my level best to follow the recipe to perfection. And I've made cupcakes before, so I have no idea why it's so runny. Let me just show you. It's like, okay. It's that runny, and I'm just gonna put my faith on the line because it's late and my brain is not working. So I'm just gonna try and pray and hope this comes out right. So I've got my first tray, which is ready to go in the oven. I didn't preheat the oven. This happens every freaking time. I forget to preheat the oven and then I remember, and I've already had my batter in the molds and it's too late. But I'm a baddie. So I asked you guys on my Instagram story questions that you want to know about me, like a little get to know me Q&A. So here I just have the questions that you guys asked right here. But let's start. So the first question is pretty basic. It's how old are you / when's your birthday? So I'm 16. I will be turning 17 in another 2 months. So my birthday is November 5th to be specific. What's your favorite thing to do when you're bored? As of right now, it's making YouTube videos. I'm literally spending every minute I have putting thought into what I want my next video to be, what the content should be like, the setup, my outfit, what I'm doing, the planning, everything. But if I'm not doing that, then definitely sleeping. What are your goals for the future? Do you want to be a YouTuber or social media influencer, or do you have other goals you want to achieve in your life? So, okay, I have thought about YouTube as a full-time career, and right now I'm not pursuing it as a full-time career. It's just a hobby, making videos and putting it out there, because I think YouTube is the creative outlet that I've been looking for to put myself out there, and now that I've found it, I feel that that's what I want to commit to right now. I do have a long-term plan in process for YouTube, and I don't know if fame and success happens. That's a very far off idea. It's not even in my head, but if it happens and if YouTube becomes a full-time job, I'm not ruling it out. I would definitely love to do it. It's a terrific platform and I would love to be a contributor to it. And as for other goals that I want to achieve in my life, I really want to become a journalist and maybe major in fashion communications and have a part in the fashion industry. Dream destination and why? Okay, I think everybody who knows me at this point that my dream destination is Paris, France. And okay, I know a lot of people say that their dream destination is Paris, but the reason mine is that I don't want to see Paris the way people describe it, like the way tourists describe it. I literally want to see the Eiffel Tower at 2 a.m. When it's all lit up and there's nobody else. Walking Parisian streets, drinking wine, toasting to a good life, and eating baguettes, obviously, because we. And experience Paris in that kind of way. And it's the fashion capital of the world, and I love fashion, so I would really like to see fashion in its element. So those are some of the reasons why I want to see Paris. What's your comfort food? Chicken. All the time chicken. Anything chicken, that's my comfort food. Besides that, chocolate. Your first baking experience. Okay, this one is quite the story. So grab a snack. A baked good, hopefully. So my first baking experience, it was for my mom. I remember, I don't know why I was making it. It was to mark some occasion, and I thought that it would just make it special that I make it myself. I make her a cake. It was a chocolate cake, I remember. But now the thing was, I did everything right, but I set the oven setting wrong. And the cake was supposed to bake for an hour. So after I put it in, I would check on it like every 10 minutes, like clockwork. But then after I think 20-25 minutes into it, I was like, you know what, it's going well so far, so let's just skip it and I'll come back to it like 20 minutes later, which was where I went wrong. So after I finished checking up on it for the last time, I went inside my room and I was watching TV, and I had the room shut, like the door shut, and after 20 minutes I stepped out to face like little smoke in my face, and I couldn't see anything because there was so much smoke in the house. I literally had to crawl from my room to the kitchen and switch off the oven, and well, it's safe to say everything burnt. And now the thing was, I didn't want my mom to know that I had done this, so I tried to eliminate any and all evidence of this experience. I opened up all the windows, got the smoke outside, threw away the burnt cake because who's gonna eat that, cleaned up the entire kitchen spotless so that she would never know. But the only thing I didn't factor in was the burnt smell. So, I mean, the minute she came back home, she could tell from the smell that something was off, even though everything else was completely evidence-free. She could tell that I had messed up. So, that was my first baking experience. What is the weirdest thing you have done or can do? Okay, see, now this person knows me. She knows that even if I haven't done the weirdest thing yet, that I can do it in the future. But honestly, I never know what to respond to these kind of questions when somebody asks me what's the strangest or the weirdest or like just the most embarrassing thing I've done, because I just draw blanks. So I guess as of now, the weirdest thing I could have done is that I can't remember the most weirdest thing I've done. How many pets have you had? Definitely too many to count. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge animal lover, and honestly everybody in my family is. I don't think there's been a point in 16 years of my life where I haven't had a pet. If you ask me what all the pets that I've had in 16 years, it's definitely too many to count. No one wants to know you. I agree, nobody should know me. How do you feel putting yourself up on the internet like that? It's a big step. Random people will have access to your videos. That's the first part of the question. So I guess it is very overwhelming putting yourself up on the internet like that, and I did consider it a lot of times, reconsidered it a lot of times, because I have never taken well to criticism. I've faced a lot of it in the past 16 years and I've never done well with it. But I feel that I took this step knowing that I will be facing a lot of hate because not everybody's gonna love me, and that's okay with me, and I guess that was a major contributing factor to actually deciding to put myself out there, because I genuinely feel that YouTube is the creative outlet I was missing, that I need to express myself. And I feel that putting myself out there is a big step, but it's one that I'm willing to take, that I've already taken, and that I will continue working on. So honestly, it's kind of weird, but I'm enjoying it, so I feel pretty good about it. Okay, so my cupcakes have like another minute in the oven, so I think that's gonna be it for the Q&A. That was actually kind of fun, and I think that you guys do get to know me a little better now, and honestly I should do more of those. I was kind of awkward about talking about myself, because that's the reason why I was kind of resisting the Q&A, because I felt weird talking about myself, but that wasn't that bad, and I realized it's a good way to connect with you guys. So that's gonna be it for the Q&A. Let's get back to my cupcakes, because I'm sure that there's gonna be something wrong. Welcome to day 2, the day that we're finally decorating cupcakes, which is what I'm hoping is going to be the best part, because literally this whole quarantine, my Google history is filled with how to decorate cupcakes and cakes, because I've been baking so much and I've loved decorating them. That's my favorite part. So I've got my cupcakes ready to go. All I need to do is make the buttercream and we'll start decorating. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're gonna do a basic vanilla buttercream, because I want to color these pink and red, and so we'll make the buttercream, split it into 2 batches, and then add the food coloring. Also pink and red, because full disclosure, those are the only 2 food colorings that I have, and I mean, it's a good contrast. Pink and red make a good pair, so we're gonna do that. Okay, so we are now ready to start piping. I realized I never showed you how my cupcakes turned out, and well, here they are, all nice and chocolatey. So we're gonna start, and since I just have pink frosting, I'm pretty disappointed about it, but it's fine. We're moving on. I have 2 different kinds of nozzles that I'm going to be using, hopefully 2 different textures, and I'm not getting scammed again. So I'm gonna start with just one, and we're gonna try and decorate this really nice. Now, piping requires such a steady hand, and I don't know if I have that. I've piped before, but it's always a gigantic mess, because well, piping is messy. And okay, so I think we're gonna do little dots of both of these turn by turn on this entire cupcake. Okay, so there's one, and I just want to show you. That's what I've done. It's basically alternate between the light pink and the dark pink frosting, and there's 2 different kinds of nozzles. I don't know if you can really tell. It looks kind of weird in the middle, but I think it looks cute. So for this one, I just want to do like a swirl. Those are like literal classic cupcake swirls. I don't know how to do it firstly. So let me just give you a little forewarning that I have no idea how to do a swirl. So you and I are gonna learn at the same time. Okay. What is that? What did I just do? And it fell. Yeah, that's a bad draft. It looks... Yeah, we're just gonna pretend that never happened.
2 hours later.
So this is the final result, and I don't have a lot to say. Okay, they don't look terrible. Like, they look pretty cute. Some of these are so pretty, and I should have definitely done more research. I'm sorry that I didn't. I let you down. And they look pretty cute, except for these 2 messed up swirls right here, because I had no idea what I was doing. But other than that, these look pretty cute and like aesthetic, what I was going for. They look like little bouquets and I'm satisfied, so that's okay. Okay, so I'm done decorating, as you probably already saw, and it wasn't 100% amazing, but it was pretty good except for those two swirls that I showed you. So let's do a taste test, and my sister always does my taste tests. She's the one that no matter how bad it turns out, even if it's burnt, she will still try it, and I love that dedication. So I thought it's only fair to have her here to do my taste test because she always does it. So welcome my sister. Hi! Okay, so I have cupcakes right here, and if these are approved I can send them up to my friend. So if you don't get these, I'm sorry. They weren't approved. So pick one. She chose the best one. I just knew that was gonna happen. Okay, eat it. Eat the whole thing, like the icing and the... You need to eat it. So good. Seriously? Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, but 10 being the highest, 11. I can send these up. My friend, you just got approved. So, thank you for being here. Sisterly love only on camera. You can go now. And that's it for today's video. Honestly, I think I should do a segment. Although this video was a complete and total mess. And now my kitchen is a complete and total mess. Just like my life. So, bad joke apart, this was a very fun video to film, and I feel like the get to know me really helped me connect with you guys, and that was fun too. And this video baking was just really me in my element, and maybe I'll do a segment called baking with Rish. So if that's something that you want to see, then let me know. Maybe I'll have a bake off with my friends, maybe rope in my mom because she is the ultimate kitchen expert. Like, she's the best cook I know, so maybe I'll make a thing out of it. So if you're not bored of me yet, then consider subscribing, like and subscribe, because that's something I say now, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.